Hello everyone, and welcome to the National Weather Service Atlanta office's weekly weather briefing for the week beginning June 23rd, 2022. I'm meteorologist Sid King, and I'll be giving you a rundown on what we can expect over the coming week. So to begin, we'll hit some highlights. We are still looking at very hot conditions across the area today and tomorrow. We currently have an excessive heat warning and a heat advisory in effect for portions of central Georgia with temperatures well over 100. Once again, tomorrow heat index values could also warrant another heat advisory in central Georgia tomorrow. We also have a fire danger statement in central Georgia due to low relative humidity and dry fuels. Rain chances will begin to increase today through the weekend. We have some isolated thunderstorms possible during the afternoon ahead of a weak cold front. And then thunderstorms chances will further increase Friday through the weekend with better moisture and diurnally driven convection. A few storms could become strong to severe, capable of producing gusty winds, frequent lightning, and locally heavy rain. However, we're not looking at an organized threat for severe weather at this time. A cold front will finally push through Georgia Monday and stall just to the south of the forecast area. That's going to provide a better focus for showers and thunderstorms through midweek. So here's a look at the satellite loop this morning. Upper clouds over North Georgia are moving through, and they're associated with a system swinging through on the east side of the upper ridge that's been keeping temperatures hot over our area through the weekend and early week. We do have dry low-level air, however, over the area, and that is limiting precipitation this morning. Here's a look at our synoptic map over the contiguous United States. We have a weak cold front that's over North Georgia as of the beginning of this afternoon. And that system on that low pressure system on the east side is what's been promoting the upper level clouds over the area. As we get into Friday, that weak frontal boundary is going to sag southward into the area. We also have a weak low pressure system that's going to be setting up over the Florida Panhandle and South Georgia. The influence of that low is going to turn the winds to the east, which is going to allow for the advection of moisture into our area. Then on Saturday, we're going to have the frontal boundary to the south of the area with high pressure to the northeast. We're still going to be looking at warm temperatures that day, more moisture with the easterly flow continuing, so that'll lead to more widespread shower and thunderstorm chances in the afternoon. And so for today, here's a look at our forecast afternoon highs. Like I mentioned earlier, dangerously hot conditions continue today. Afternoon highs will be in the mid to upper 90s in north and west portions of Georgia, and over 100 in central and east portions of Georgia. So in spite of the drier air at the low levels keeping our heat index down, the temperatures are still sufficient for a heat advisory here in orange, and then an excessive heat warning in magenta down here in central and portions of East Georgia through 8 p.m. Now, with some of the temperatures we saw on the previous couple of slides, some of our climate, looking at our climate data, some of our records are in jeopardy of being broken today. Some of these records, for example, 99 set in 1944 in Atlanta, and then 104 set in 1930 in Columbus, are long-standing records and could fall today. We also have a fire danger statement in effect across portions of central Georgia today, where relative humidity of less than 25% can be expected for 4 or more hours. With dry fuel in this area, the fire danger statement is in effect until 8 p.m. Now, with increased cloud cover and the weak front moving through, temperatures will be slightly cooler than today on Friday, with temperatures in the 90s across the area. However, that easterly shift in the wind is going to bring in some more moisture, and therefore our heat index values are going to climb well into the 100s, approaching 105 for heat advisory criteria. In that event, we will need to monitor for the potential of issuing another heat advisory tomorrow afternoon. So just some tips in this heat. If you're outside, drink plenty of water. Of course, apply sunscreen regularly. Dress in lightweight and light colored clothing and take breaks in the shade if possible. Now switching gears a little bit through the precip chances, here's our chances for today, about 20% across the majority of our area. These are isolated thunderstorms that are anticipated this afternoon ahead of the weak frontal boundary. Going into Friday, our chances increase. We're looking at scattered diurnally driven thunderstorms both tomorrow and Saturday with more atmospheric moisture to work with. And here's Saturday right here. While the risk for organized severe weather is low, there is a chance that a few stronger storms each day could produce gusty, potentially damaging winds, frequent lightning, and then locally heavy rainfall. Here's also a look at Sunday. Our chances are going to be the highest, between 30 and 50% across the far north on Sunday, as the front I mentioned earlier, as the second front begins to draw closer. So to that end, early next week, here's a look at Monday. We have a more pronounced front that's going to be moving southward through Georgia on Monday and stalling on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then here's in this dashed line here is the forecast area roughly where this stalled front is going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. And that's going to provide a focus for showers and thunderstorms through midweek. We've had a bit of a change in our drought conditions. Much of the forecast area is now in D0 or D1 drought conditions across the area, which is abnormally dry to a moderate drought. And of course, with the more organized storms Monday through Wednesday, the higher rainfall in those areas could help alleviate drought concerns. So we're looking at some areas in central Georgia that could receive up to 1 inch through the early parts of next week. And no briefing this time of the year is complete without a discussion of the tropics. We do have on our 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook, we have an area that has a 20% chance of development over the next 5 days as of 8 a.m. this morning. This is of no imminent concern at this time, but something to be monitored as we get closer in time to the end of the week into next week. You can monitor that at hurricanes.gov. So to sum things up, we are remaining very hot today and tomorrow with an excessive heat warning and a heat advisory in portions of central Georgia. Once again tomorrow, high heat index values with more moisture could warrant another heat advisory tomorrow afternoon. We have a fire danger statement in effect in central Georgia due to low humidity. Rain chances are going to be fairly minimal today ahead of a weak front, but they're going to increase through the end of the week and into next week as we have a cold front moving through the area Monday and stalling to the south. We're not expecting an organized severe threat at this time, but we are anticipating that a few storms could become strong and capable of producing gusty winds, frequent lightning, and locally heavy rain. And that concludes our weekly weather briefing. Here's our contact information if you ever need to get in touch with us. On behalf of all of us here at the NWS Atlanta, we'd like to thank you all for your attention, and we hope you have a great week.